handle the threat of an aggressive intruder or active shooter. Whether it's an attack by an individual or a group, we will be training our staff how to become effective responders. This is in opposite of the traditional lockdown-only approach which schools and organizations have been doing. Again, the safety of our students and staff while creating an environment that is conducive to education is our top priority. Our entire staff will be trained in this response technique. The ALICE training stands for Alert, Lockdown, Inform, Counter, and Evacuate. So like I said, a group of our administrators and our school police officers went, and we went a little bit more above and beyond the normal training. We actually got certified as a trainer. So we are a certified instructor. We had to pass a pretty lengthy test to get approved for this instructor program. And like I said, we will be working with our staff. We're going to introduce it to them and go over a little bit of it at the in-service day coming up on Wednesday. But a formal training will be offered to our staff in the October month when we have our in-service tour. We'll be working with our staff of training and ALICE training. And you may have seen in the paper, many schools, this is the training that the majority of the schools have incorporated in the training. I believe we were there, and there was 11 other school districts that were there along with ourselves. And that concludes my report.
Thank you very much. Finance report, Mr. Pike.
I just want to remind everyone we're going to have a special committee or board meeting September 10th just to discuss bond issues and alternatives there. That is going to be an advertised meeting. It will be 6 o'clock September 10th. Finance will be after the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. My report.
Hold on one second. Excuse me, Mr. Pike. Just for the record, on this paper you gave us to the board as part of our packet, I added them up with you here earlier this evening. It looks like we spent about $67,265,000 some dollars as total projects for the middle school, high school, and elementary center. Assuming my math is close, that's about what we're at.
Plus stadium, yes.
Plus the stadium,
Correct.
which was 7 something on the state.
Now 66.55.
So another 6.5.
Right. And if you want to add on the same sheet, there's also the middle school asbestos abatement, which is getting rid of the asbestos at the middle school, and the lead painted bleachers at the middle school.
And what was that roughly?
It's on there too, 570,000.
So you're at 74.3. Okay. Thank you.
My report, I'll keep it short. Just a couple of dates in the upcoming regarding the elementary center. The kindergarten orientation will be held Wednesday, August 29th from 4:30 to 7. Open house for students in the elementary center and parents is on Thursday, August 30th from 6 to 8 p.m. That is elementary center information. From the high school perspective, freshman orientation and freshman and new student orientation will be held on the 28th of August at 6 p.m. and law orientation already had been done for the 2018-19 school year with 29 students utilizing our online coursework. Some other things with district-wide curriculum, we heard from the state and we're awarded our pre-K counts grad for the 2018-2019 school year. Both Title I camps this summer for math and reading were completed. Numbers for math were around 18 and approximately 40 to 43 for the reading. The summer reading camp was very successful and well attended. We'll get some more information on those in the future. And that is my report. Lehighton Library report, Ms. Mahalik.
There was no meeting last month, and there will be a meeting tomorrow night. So I will have a report for next month.
Thank you. Legislative Policy Committee, Ms. Finelli.
I just wanted to point out that there will be web-based policy training on September 5th from 10 to 11:30 in the morning, and also on October 20th if anybody is interested in that webinar. And the legislative platform and priorities on October 20th is going to deal with Pennsylvania's pension crisis, enact meaningful charter school reforms, provide a continued fair financial investment for school districts, support an effective child-centered public education, strengthen the work of local school boards, support for increased equity and accountability, and finally, secure adequate and equitable funding. And that is the end of my report.
Thank you very much, Ms. Miller. Title I Advisory, Mrs. Bowman.
Yes, good evening. The Title I Parent Advisory Group met on August the 7th to continue our work on the school-wide planning process. The main goal for the school-wide planning for this upcoming year is, quote, school-wide use of data focused on school improvement and academic growth of all students. Since we have 4 elementary schools coming together, and sometimes we're doing things a little bit differently, we're bringing that under one umbrella. The Title and MTSS staff met then on August 13th to focus on the strategies and implementation methods for this particular goal for year 1. The school-wide plan will be submitted by the end of August unless it has been done.
We're in the process.
In the process of
They gave us
finishing
an
up.
extension too because they didn't have it into the comprehensive
Into the
plan.
piece, okay. All right, and as Mr. Stern did mention, Title summer camps ended the week of August 13th. Originally, there were 40 students signed up for reading with, people come and go as they come, but they're usually around 20, 23 that usually show up. And originally, we thought we had about 36 for math, as Mr. Stern said, 18 were pretty much on target. Mr. Fritz and Ms. Brong, who taught students in grades 3 through 5 and 1 to 2, respectively in math, praised their students for the level of cooperation and hard work. Various skills and materials were used in math camp, including the educational game called Prodigy and iPads. Word problems using cube strategy and math quiz. In reading, the camp students concentrated on story structure, themes, compare and contrast, as well as vocabulary and grammar development. Both Mr. Fritz and Ms. Braun were grateful for the opportunity to work in the summer camps and appreciated paraprofessional help from Mrs. Bravo, Mrs. Helmer, and Mrs. Eckley. Staff and students worked very hard, and positive feedback was received from students and parents. And thank you to Mr. Fritz and Ms. Braun for contributing to this report, and they had a lot more detail, so I tried to condense it, so everybody is welcome to look at that. Our next regular meeting is September the 14th with title staff at 7:45 a.m. to begin our new school year, implementation of school-wide services, and plan for the fall parent night, which will be held in October. Respectfully submit it, and you have my report. Thank you.
Ms. Bowman. CCTI report, Mr. Yancer.
Yes, the 2018-19 school year got on its way on August 23rd. So school is in session up at CCTI with a record 430 students entering the school year at CCTI. So the numbers are up, which is encouraging for those students looking to get into the trades. There'll also be, the administration will be getting out into our district, as well as the other sending districts coming up in September here to start presenting to freshman students and getting the good word out for next year. So planning ahead already. And that is my report.
Thank you. CLIU, Mr. Wentz.
Yes, we met last Monday, August 20th, with 12 of the 14 participating schools represented for CLIU 21. The meeting mostly consisted of getting ready for the 2018-19 school year, and our next scheduled meeting is set for September 17th, 6:30 p.m.
Thank you. Building and grounds, Mr. Holland.
I'm finally happy to say, excuse me, we have a shed for the band. And I am very happy also about it. I still have not seen it. Have you
I haven't seen it yet. I haven't looked.
Okay, I don't know the size or anything, but a plus. We're moving forward for the band, and I'm so happy for that. Middle school, the press box. Joy, can you help me out on that one? I don't think we're any farther than we were at the last meeting.
No, I don't think there were any developments.
We're same square for the press box, we just had not moved forward with that. Tennis court, we're doing a soil test for the tennis courts. Also, I want to thank everyone for the great work down at that elementary center. Fabulous, fabulous work, all these people doing the cleaning and everything else to get that ready for September 4. Also, talked to many teachers while I was in the building a few times. So excited these teachers are about their new digs. They're really excited. And if you get a chance, go down and see the different classrooms. These teachers are into moving forward with that new building. That's about all I can report tonight, but you can have my complete report also. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Holland. Do you have a schedule, Mr. Abram, general open house?
The general open house, we're looking to have something, a lot of the schools we visited said, don't rush the open house, let the teacher get in there, get it set up and everything. And then the other part of it is too, is we're hoping in another 2 to 3 weeks, we're much further along in the gym area too. So we're looking to schedule a general open house for the public as well. Of course, the parents will be able to get in there, parent-teacher conferences and meet the teacher night and all that is scheduled. But as far as an open house, we're trying to just, we're just trying to give it a little bit more time to get more of it complete so we can really, show the whole thing. Because right now, the gym area and stage area is in the process of being complete.
Mr. Cleaver, I'm going to assume we have no problem anymore.
Not that I've been brought to my attention, I think, sorry. I believe that, nothing has been brought to our attention at all through any of the buildings. The other part is because those buildings are, more up to date, the technology of the HVAC systems, the humidification that is in those buildings now as part of the HVAC, I believe that has a lot to do with it.
That's great, thank you.
Was there a problem?
No, but many other schools are having problems with the summer the way it's been. I was just curious.
Academic affairs did not meet. Next meeting will be in October. There is no report from LTRC and Mr. Kraus. Policy committee report. Policy meets next week on the 5th at 5:45 p.m. right here in the admin building. Mr. Wentz, athletic committee report.
Due to the inclement weather, Meet the Tribe Night scheduled for August 21st was canceled, not rescheduled, and our fall sports programs are currently in full swing, preparing for the upcoming season. The football team defeated Fleetwood last Friday and will play host at Schuylkill Haven this upcoming Friday, and our next athletic meeting is scheduled for October 9th.
Thank you very much. And the last is the wellness committee, and that's Mrs. Mahler.
We didn't have a meeting for a couple months, and Mr. Sack, do you have a date for the next meeting?
They did have
Yeah.
one.
Last week we had it.
Oh, no one notified me.
The emails were sent out August 13th, Mrs. Molly.
Yep, there's a attendee. You get the Outlook meeting requests that come with your meetings? Because that's how it would come. It comes as through your inbox as a meeting attendee and a meeting request. That's how they come.
So, next agenda, the next meeting, Mr. Mack? As it's on the September calendar.
September is the third Tuesday.
September 18th, 2:45. Tuesday.
Yep, 2:45.
Excuse me, Mr. Stern.
Yes.
You jumped ahead pretty quick with the policy meeting. At the last meeting, we had asked a couple questions. Did we get that clarified since then on your policy meeting? The questions were, when a board policy and/or procedure, what board policy and/or procedure apply to overriding a board policy? Did we find that out? So boards allowed to override a policy. What gives them that right? And what are the parameters to which they're allowed to do that?
No, I don't believe we've gotten that information yet, Mr. Belli.
Mr. Schwab, do you have that information handy by any chance?
I was requested to provide that information, Mr. Bradley. I'll be more than happy to, if that's the board's decision.
Well, Mr.
Well, what is the term override mean?
Override, that was.
Yeah, what was it? Yeah, the first one, what does the term override mean?
I believe, just make sure I'm understanding it correctly too, is the policy's in place, what authority does the board have to override that current policy?
Right. So what is it meant by the term override, was the first question. Do you know?
I'm not going to give you something off the cuff and make a mistake. When you have a question that's been framed from the policy committee, you want to send it to me, I'll give you a written opinion.
Okay. And the same was, you know, when
I did not, Mr. Bradley, I did not do that. That's my, I did not.
Okay, we'll have that for next week at the meeting, okay?
Sure.
Okay, that concludes communications. We'll move on to approval of minutes. I need a motion and a second to approve the minutes of the July 23rd, 2018 regular meeting.
So moved.
Mr. Wentz?
Second.
Mr. Manelli? Questions, concerns?
Actually, I watched the video using the transcript as closed captioning, and I noticed that there's still a great amount of discrepancy between what was on the video and what was on the audio and what was actually on the minutes. I think we should keep I know it's part of the agenda, but I think we should keep the audio and the video as part of the official record of the board. Thank you. And we should watch how we approve these minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Bradley. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Nay.
No.
2. Ayes have it. Financial matters. Motion and a second to approve Lehighton Area High School and Lehighton Area Middle School activities funds for July 18th and closure number 2 gold.
So moved.
Answer?
Second.
Mr. Manilli, any questions or concerns? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. I need a motion and a second to approve the payment of bills in closure blue, general fund, benefits, payroll, debit card, capital projects, and food service fund for a total of $3,643,327.85.
I'll make a motion.
Mr. Collins? Mr. Manley, second. Comments?
I have one. Mr. Stern, is there any potential legal liability, or maybe Mr. Schwab can handle this, is there any potential legal liability or criminal culpability of the board for any of its members if a majority of the board votes to approve an expenditure without